Merry Christmas Eve and thank you for joining me. If you're here, please say hi in the comments, chat along as we go. I'd love to hear from you. I will start off with an apology. I still have my really stupid cough, so hopefully it won't break out in too much of a coughing fit, but it is getting to me again today. So please bear with me. I will try not to cough and splutter too much. But I really didn't want to miss out on bringing you some festive cocktails as we have done for the last 2 years. So I'm going to start off with getting things out of the way because I haven't organised myself properly again. I've got 5 cocktails for you, all with sort of festive flavours going on. And excuse me while I just change my view because it's gone a bit funny. There we go. Oh, hi Laura! Thank you for joining. I hear you were out at the supermarket yesterday getting bits and pieces, so hopefully you're shaking along. So our first one is really a twist on a classic, and this, I think you'll be fine all day Christmas Day with this one. Excuse me. So we are going to go with vodka for this one. And so, oh, hi Robert. Multitasking, is watching Arvia. Oh yes, Arvia is off on its Christmas cruise, isn't it? So, and maiden voyage, I think. Have I got that right? Yes, I have got that right. Oh, I'd love to be on a cruise. We were on the cruise last year on Iona for Christmas and New Year. It's fabulous. I'd love to do it again. So we're going for, this is going to be a Christmas Cosmo. So if you like your Cosmopolitan, but you want it a little bit longer, this is a nice way to do it. And so I have got Finlandia vodka this time. Nice. I don't know, have you been to Helsinki? I love Helsinki. We've been a couple of times. You will need some Cointreau. So that's your orange liqueur, or you can use triple sec as well. I've got a really hot head, by the way. I just realised with my Christmas hat I feel really hot. You will need some cranberry juice. So I've just got cranberry juice from the supermarket. You'll need some fizz of your preference, so you could use champagne, you could use cava, you could use Prosecco. I'm using Prosecco because it's already open. I would like to use champagne. But and you'll need a bit of lime juice as well. So what we are going to do is we're going to shake these first few ingredients, and we'll be, well, I'm going to serve it in a champagne flute. You could serve it in a champagne saucer, so a coupe glass if you wish, or a cocktail glass, up to you. Hi Helen! Thank you for joining. This is good. I like it when people are watching me. And people are commenting, so do keep commenting. So, shaker wise, now I had a question on shakers, and the shaker I use is what is called a Boston shaker, and it comes in 2 parts. I prefer this, but it has taken me a while to get used to it. So if you're not too sure, and you can find these in a lot of gift sets, the Manhattan shaker is the one with a lid. This one hasn't been used in a while. Ooh, there we go. With a lid, and it's got a strainer built in. And that one you might find easier if you're just starting out with cocktails. Okay, so that's a good one to look for. You can get some with beautiful glass bottom on here as well, but it does have the strainer built in. If you've got the Boston shaker like me, which is in 2 parts, sometimes it's 2 metal parts, but usually you have a glass and a metal part. You will need an actual cocktail strainer, excuse me, and that looks like this. So if you're not sure what cocktail strainer looks like, it looks like that. It's got a funny curly wire bit, for want of a better word, that you use to strain it, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit. So first up, let's get some ice in our shaker. You don't need too much because you don't, although you want to chill it down, I quite like these ones to be quite boozy. So with our vodka, you can go for 1 or 1.5 shots of vodka. So into your measure or your jigger. I'm going to go 1.5 because you know me. Oh, hi Emma. Alright, let me know if you're shaking along. I know that Laura's going to be. I'm wondering which one she's going to go for. Probably a rum one. Oh, and Greg's here too. Hi Greg, yay. So we've got our vodka in there. We are going to go for half a Cointreau. So Cointreau, beautiful orange liqueur, and you often find this in Christmas gifts, don't you? So you might get a little miniature or something like that in the sets. They're really handy to have. I get through quite a bit of Cointreau and triple sec. Just seems to be in all the classic cocktails that I enjoy. You will need half a cranberry juice, so not too much. This is a new carton, so it's probably going to splosh everywhere. Whoops. Yep, it has. Will not worry. That gives us a beautiful pink colour. And then we're going to go for about half a shot of lime juice as well. Oh, Laura's making this one. Oh, fabulous. So half a shot. So just to recap the measures then, if you're mixing along with this one, 1.5 vodka, you can leave it at 1 if you want. Half a Cointreau, half a cranberry, half a lime juice. If you want to at this point, you could add a dash of sugar syrup. I prefer not to because I find that the Cointreau sweetens it enough. And I've got Prosecco as well, which is a bit sweeter than champagne. So I'm not going to put sugar syrup in. But if you like a sweeter one, just a little dash of sugar syrup into there. And then we are going to shake this part. So we're not popping the Prosecco in just yet. Good old shake. So shake it until, or the way I judge it, shake it until you get some good condensation on your shaker. Ooh, dropping right, say hi. Oh, you're at the airport. Jamie's off to Disneyland. I think it is Disneyland. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jamie and I did a video just chatting about cruising and cocktails. It's on Jamie's YouTube channel, Travel Blog Jamie, if you want to watch us both just make a cocktail and chatter away. Please do have a look at that. So we're going to strain this into our chosen glass. There we go, so pretty. Such a pretty colour. Disney World, okay. Is that Florida? I think that's Florida. It might not be, it might be the other one. I'm not very Disney-fied. Jamie is trying to make me Disney-fied. I haven't got there yet. Although I do like the look of their new ship. Is it a Wish? I think it's Wish. That looks beautiful. Right, and then just a little top up of your Prosecco. If you don't want to top up with Prosecco, you could top up with lemonade or soda water here. So if you prefer not to have the wine element, then any sort of light fizz, possibly tonic, but not sure. Oh, Helen watched our video. Oh, thank you. We did have fun doing it. I'm sure we could get another one in there. So just top up a little bit of fizz. Depending on your glass and how you want to use it, you can actually do this on the rocks if you want as well. So in a rocks glass. Oh, there you go. Jamie's posted the link for you. And Laura's, oh, you're using, yes, Laura's Disney-fied as well. So yeah, I'm sure they both work on me now. And then for this one, what we're going to do is just a little bit of lime zest or lime peel to decorate this one. I think this one looks really festive. So I am going to use, yes, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use potato peeler to get a wedge of lime. I don't know if I've picked up the good potato peeler or the awkward one. I might have picked up the awkward one. Not to worry. And then, oops, let me slice my finger as well. And just going to tidy it up a bit. Whoops. Got a slippery chopping board since I spilled the cranberry. So just, it really doesn't need to be much. You can twist it around. Just a little twist that we're going to drop in. Yeah, Jamie's garnish was worse than mine, and that's saying something. So just drop your lime in there. Mine's sinking down, but it is really just lovely. You could have it coming off the sides if you want. You could do a slice. If you've got a coupe, then you might want to do a slice of lime. Let's have a try. Oh yeah. Oh, this could be possibly a replacement for your mimosa at breakfast on Christmas Day. I think that would be good. That one, I could drink loads of those. That's beautiful. Really lovely, and that lovely pink as well. All right, so that was number one. That was our, well, it's called a champagne Cosmo, but obviously you could call it Cosmo Fizz or something like that if you're not using champagne. And next one, get some bits and bobs out of the way. Excuse me. Our next one is what I've kind of adapted it a bit from sort of a cross between a Mai Tai and a Hurricane and a punch. So I've called it a Prancer's punch because I couldn't come up with anything very funny. So I'm going to stick with our cranberry, so we'll keep that. You can actually keep some lime if you want to. I could add lime in, I haven't done. But we are going for 2 types of rum. Okay. So you want a white rum or a light sort of golden rum would be all right. I've got Bacardi. That was on offer, so gonna grab it when it's on offer. And I have got Appleton Estate signature rum here. So this is a dark rum, Jamaican, and this was also on offer actually, but this is a really good one for cocktails. So I don't actually get this very often, but it is a lovely one for cocktails. I normally go for Mount Gay or Cockspur rum, but this one's lovely, so I've got to give it a treat. You will also need, so Emma, I know you bought some Frangelico. Here we go. Frangelico is a hazelnut liqueur. I absolutely love this. Yes, just gorgeous. So a little bit of a difference there. You will need some orange juice and you'll need some pineapple juice. So quite a few ingredients, but it's really quite straightforward because we are just chucking it in the shaker. All right, so I haven't got my dregs bowl. No, I haven't. Okay, use a glass. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so this one, ooh, I'm all, it's in the way, isn't it? So we are going to serve this one into, well, I'm going to serve it into a Hurricane glass. You could use a highball, something like that would be absolutely fine. And bear with me because I've got some errors popping up. There we go, got rid of those. So I'm going to serve it into there. So I'm going to stack up some ice into my glass ready. So if you prefer a longer one, something a bit more fruity, this is a really nice one to do. Oh, excuse me. So ice into our shaker. Wherever possible when you're making cocktails, try and have all of your equipment and your glasses chilled down, and you can do that really quickly by popping them in the freezer. 15-20 minutes, something like that is just enough. So it really does help with the cocktails usually. Okay, so I've got to get my measures right. There we go. So we want 1 each of the rums. So 1 dark rum. Ooh, get them. Just, I love rum and I love the smell of rum. And I've got my jigger somewhere, there it is. So 1 shot of rum, dark rum. If you don't have the 2 rums, you could just use 1, but if you're using the dark, I'd probably, rather than 1 shot of each, just use 1.5, because it does tend to, it's much richer, so you'll get the flavour through. So I'm going for 1 white rum. Glug, glug, glug. Hear all these glugs? Been clinking all around. So, and then we're just going to go for 1/2 shot of our Frangelico. It's quite a rich taste to it. It's quite sweet. Last time I did the Frangelico, I said it wasn't sweet, but it is actually. I hadn't had it in such a long time and I've forgotten how sweet it was. About half a shot. Don't worry too much on the measures of these, they don't have to be absolutely exact, but do consider the balance of your flavours. Then we are going for 2 pineapple, whoops, and 2 orange juice. So quite a long one, this one, but it's good if you like those drinks around the pool, longer drinks, you will enjoy this. And then just 1 cranberry juice to top that off. So it's not too boozy, this one. 2.5 shots of alcohol in there, which is quite average for my standards. Whoops, but in this one as well. Right. Here we go, look at that. See, this one just feels really tropical and lovely. But it still has a Christmassy taste to it. I think it's because of the rum and the sort of the spices in the rum, and the cranberry too. And I've lost my, there it is. Let's see what's in front of my face. Okay, so good old shake. And I've just realised on that last one, I was meant to go and get a sprig of holly and put that in, and I forgot. So sorry. If you've got greenery of any sort, they'll work in any of these. Good old shake. Any punch or anything like this is really good, just as cold as you can get it. So I do recommend that. And, oh, it smells gorgeous. Oh. I think this is going to be an easy drinker. So top that, or strain that into your glass over your ice. There we go. Ooh, I'm going to fit it in a bit of extra. Or just do it. Just do it. There we go. And then, oh no, this one might have been the, oh, I can't remember now. I haven't written my garnishes down, so I'm second guessing myself. But because I haven't written any garnish down this one, so I'm going to go for a bit of lime for me. Just do a little slice, thin slice, and then, whoops, we will also need a couple of straws for this one. There we go, candy cane straws. Give this one a try. Whoops, my lime has gone to, it's a bit drunk. Let's have a taste. Oh, that's lovely. I'm spilling it. Oh, that is really lovely. I don't know how to describe it. It's probably more like a Mai Tai. So if you haven't got Frangelico, by the way, you could use amaretto there. That would work really well too. Just gives that little nutty edge to it. I can't stop drinking it. Behave. There we go. Really lovely. And I've made an awful mess and lost my tea towel. Oh well. We carry on. So that was number 2. Prancer's Punch, I've called it. You might be able to come up with something a little bit better there. And next one, a little bit experimental here. However, I'm quite excited about this one. So this one, you can choose really between white rum for the daiquiri style one, or you could choose tequila. That would work really well. You could even go for a gin or a vodka here if you want to. But I like the flavours of the rum or the tequila with this. So get some bits out of the way. So I'm going to go with rum. So I'm going to stick with my Bacardi there. I am going to add in some ginger liqueur. Now, I have got, which I found in Mum's cupboard. Don't tell her. But it was going a bit dusty, so I don't think she knew it was there. The King's Ginger liqueur. It comes in a different bottle now. This is a bit of an older bottle. It's really beautiful. If you like ginger and sort of gingerbread type flavours, you'll like this. So I'm going with ginger liqueur. There are some others as well. Krabbies do a ginger liqueur, which is rather nice. So you could switch that out, or you could use Monin do a gingerbread syrup. So you know the syrups that you get in your coffee, often in the coffee shops. They do a gingerbread one, which would work here if you don't have the liqueur. And I'm going to go for some cinnamon schnapps in mine. I did put this as optional because I know not a lot of people, well, there are some people that don't enjoy the cinnamon, but I love it. Again, if you don't have the liqueur, Monin do a cinnamon syrup, which is really beautiful. And actually, I've got that here. I'm going to up the cinnamonness of mine because I forgot to do some brown sugar syrup. So I'm going to just go with the cinnamon. So I'm going to go quite spicy with mine. And then you'll need some lime juice. So I've got some already squeezed here. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to serve this one into a champagne saucer or a coupe. King's Ginger. Bays, is it really? You're winding me up now. Is it from Basingstoke? You're winding me up. It's not, it says Holland. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, let's shake this one up. Here we go. I've got, I might have to switch. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch my shaker because I've got pineapple juice in that one from the last one, and pineapple juice just goes frothy everywhere. So swap over. Now I'm putting everything down where I don't normally put it. So here goes. We need, this one's quite boozy if you're using the liqueurs. So I'm going for 2 white rum. Grab some ice. Pop that in. I don't really mind if I put the ice in before or after. There's possibly a proper way of doing it, but when we're at home, we don't mind. And I've put my jigger down somewhere as well. Where have I put that? It's going to be right in front of my face again, isn't it? There it is. Deary me. Okay, 2 rum. Lovely. There's some lovely rums coming out. I should have got one. I got one today for myself. I was meant to be shopping in town for little gifts and things for other people. I ended up coming back with a bottle of rum and some cheese for myself. But locally to us here in Rutland, there's a distillery called Cap and Copper, quite new, and they have a spiced rum, a gin and a dark chocolate spiced rum, I think it was. So I've got the spiced rum, but I put it away so that I don't drink it all. I'll give that a try at some point as well. Okay, got our rum in there. Excuse me. We're going to go for about 3/4 of a shot of the King's Ginger. Oh, yum, yum, yum. I love all the sort of spicy festive flavours. Oh, and I've not measured that right, have I? Okay, I'm a little bit over. Oops. Never mind. It'll be fine. And I'm going to go for 1/4 of a shot of the cinnamon schnapps. If you're using the syrups, you might just want to go a little bit less on your measures. Oops, this one's nearly running out. I think I've gone over on that one as well. I'm not doing very well with my measuring today. But yeah, if you're using syrups rather than the liqueurs, just take your measures down a little bit, otherwise you might find it's a bit too sweet. And then instead of my brown sugar syrup, I can't remember if I actually put sugar syrup on the ingredients. Apologies if I didn't. But I'm going to switch it out for a bit of cinnamon. And I'm just going to go for 1/4 of a shot here because I can already smell that it's quite sweet. So that's the other thing when you're building up your cocktail in the glass. Keep that sort of smelling it. I know that sounds really weird, but you can get a sense of how sour or how sweet it's going to be, and then you can adjust your measures if you need to. Or you just make one, get it wrong, try another one, you know. And then we're going to go for 1 shot, excuse me, of lime juice. So this is really based on a Margarita or daiquiri style. So a short daiquiri, not a frozen daiquiri. Although it looks quite big. Quite a few measures in there. Probably because I've gone over a little bit. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, Helen's a fan of the King's Ginger too. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really nice, actually, with a bit of champagne. So, a bit like a Kir Royale, but a ginger royale, I suppose. So, good old shake again. And I have forgotten to do the glass. I will show you the glass in a minute. Just going to leave that for a moment. I forgot that because it's a daiquiri, I forgot about doing the glass, but I am going to do here a gingerbread rim on the glass. Okay, I'm only going to do it on half because it's biscuit crumbs, and you end up with biscuit crumbs everywhere. It's not quite the same as sugar or salt. So with the lime, I'm just going to take about halfway around the rim. So just use the lime, sort of the fleshy bit of the lime, which is still juicy from when you've squeezed it. And then in here I've got some crushed up, really nice actually. I'll show you these because they're just here because I was snaffling them beforehand. These are Hawkins Gingerbread Mini Man. So there's a mini man all squashed up. They're absolutely lovely. They were meant to be for Elliot for Christmas present, but I realised I wanted to use them for this. So I pinched them, don't tell him. And then just squish your glass, oh, I don't know if you see what I'm doing, around there. It's not coming out too well, this one. I think it's because my lime has started to dry up a bit, so it's been hanging around a bit. It looks a bit rubbish, actually. All right, well, not worry too much about that bit. But you can get a really good rim on the glass with the biscuit crumbs there. So give that a whirl. If not, just chuck a bit of lime in at the end. So I'm going to strain this in and let's see how it tastes. So this is really a gingerbread daiquiri if you're using rum, or a gingerbread margarita if you are using tequila. Both work equally well. Here we are. So, have a taste with my rubbish garnish. Ooh, it's really spicy, but it's really good. That's really lovely. I love lime, as many of you know. So if you like lime, your daiquiri, your margarita is what you're going to go for, really. But that is beautiful, and you just get those hints of the spices coming through. So it does taste like gingerbread. So, put it down. Taking too many sips, aren't I? There'll be nothing left. Here we go. Okay, our next ones, we're getting into dessert territory here now. So we're going a bit more chocolatey, a bit creamier, and both of these recipes excuse me both of these have come from, or been adapted from, the Craft Gin Club, the magazine this time. So Greg, I know, has, I don't know if you got the December box, but these are adapted from recipes within within that magazine from December. So this one is what I've called a Festive Alexander. I'm going to serve it in a cocktail glass. Now an Alexander is cream based. It's usually a brandy Alexander. So that's the classic. So you can use brandy here if you wish. I am going to use, what did I say I was going to use? Because you can use rum, you can use vodka, you could use gin. Obviously the Craft Gin Club use gin, but I think these flavours work better personally with rum. I'm going to go rum. So I'll stick with my dark rum. You could use white rum here, so it's really quite versatile on that main spirit. I am going to use Mozart dark chocolate liqueur, which I think you're all becoming very familiar with me holding up. I use this not only as chocolate liqueur, but in place of dark creme de cacao. So it's not cream-based chocolate liqueur that you could, actually you could for this one, you could use a cream-based chocolate liqueur. But this one isn't, and it's beautiful, and I like it even over ice, and just, yeah. Yum, yum, yum. And then you'll also need some Frangelico. Frangelico, here we go. If you haven't got Frangelico, you could use amaretto here. That will work just lovely. So you can see where we're going. We're going really chocolate nut on this one. And then you'll need some cream. So you can go for double cream, or you could go for single cream. Normally with cocktails I go for single cream because I find that double can get a bit too thick and a bit too cloyy, but it's not too bad for this one. And that's all we need. So let's get some bits in the shaker. Get ice into your shaker. Okay, Greg, you must be a chocoholic, yeah? I do like chocolate, but I can leave it. I'm not, cheese is my problem. That's for sure. We've got a little cheese shop that opened this year in town, and I went in today and could have had the whole counter, I think. So we are going for 1.5 of your chosen spirit, so 1.5 rum for me. You could use a spiced rum here as well. That would work lovely. Oh, I just love the smell. I think one of the weird things I do when I'm getting ready for this, I don't know what it is, I always end up putting perfume on, and I'm thinking, well, you guys can't even smell that, so what's the point? But do you know what? A perfume that smells like rum, I think I'd really enjoy. I might be a bit weird. Then we're going to go for excuse me, half of your creme de cacao or your chocolate liqueur. This smells gorgeous as well. Mozart do absolutely loads of different chocolate liqueurs. So they do have a cream-based one, they have a white chocolate one. I think there's a pumpkin spice one, all sorts. But this one is by far my favourite. Oh, excuse me, I must have a sip of water. I don't know if it'll help, but no, it doesn't. Then we're going to go for our Frangelico, about half a shot of that. Oh, this one is smelling divine. I think I've gone a little bit over on that actually. I've gone for 3/4. I'd lost my favourite jigger for a while, so I've been using another one. And now I'm getting back to my getting them all in a muddle. Then we're going to go for just half a shot of cream. So, ooh. There we go. Into there. Looks revolting when you pour cream into all of that at first, but it's good, so don't worry. And then we're going to go for a good old shake. Can I put the shaker down? Right, there we are. Okay. You want to shake quite a bit with this, so it's not only cooling, but you want to blend that cream into the alcohol as well. There we go, my hand's about to freeze, so that should do it. Here we are. And can't find it. Oh, there it is. Strainer. Keep putting things down in funny places today. And we're going to strain this into a glass. Might want to do a double strain. I've just spotted I've got quite a few ice shards coming through there. So use like a tea strainer or a cocktail strainer as well as your strainer, your main strainer. And there we are. Ooh, this smells lovely. And then garnish is just a bit of grated chocolate, or what I've done today is I've got a little twirl that I've squished up, and hopefully that's going to be in nice little fragments, because I couldn't be bothered to grate. And just sprinkle those on the top as much as you like. Ooh, some bits are a bit big, some sunk to the bottom, I think. Never mind. The next one's got chocolate on it as well, so enjoy. There we go. You don't really need too much on this one because it's just to make it look pretty. Okay, our Festive Alexander. Ooh, that's good. The Frangelico, that hazelnut, really comes through lovely in this. That's yummy. Yummy, yummy, yum. Okay, that's our first desserty one. That's lovely. I think even with the amaretto, I think the amaretto will come through really lovely as well. So if you don't have Frangelico, then amaretto. And there's some shop's own amarettos. As you know, I really enjoy the little one. So if you haven't got Di Serrano, the little version is absolutely lovely. Okay, our next one is another... Now then, let me get this right. No, I don't want to use that shaker. I will use this shaker. Switch about. Did I want to with my tea towel? I'm sure I had it. Oh, I'm sitting on it. For sake. Look, I've even got a festive one. 12 days of Christmas tea towel. All the Christmassy bits and bobs have come out in the house now. So, just get, bear with me. Oh, just chucked ice all over the floor. Never mind. Okay, this one is, again, from the Craft Gin Club magazine. It's a Black Forest Martini. I'm doing this one because my mum absolutely loves cherry and chocolate and loves Black Forest gateaus and things like that. So this one's for mum. She might get it. So this one, oh, excuse me, it's got quite a few bits and bobs to it. So we will keep our creme de cacao. Let me get a few bits out of the way because I've got no right pickle. You will need gin or vodka. So I am going for vodka with this one. Where have I put the vodka? Down here. So I'm going for vodka. But your gin. Now with the gin for this one, normally I'd say for cocktails use perhaps a London Dry. But there's a lot of festive gins with that sort of little oranginess, little fruitiness to them. They will work well here as well. I wouldn't use your really, really expensive ones in this because you'll find that the other flavours will overpower it a bit, but you will get some hints of that and it'll complement things like the port. So I know nothing about port. It's some port and sherry I know nothing about. But I really like to learn a bit more about them. So I've just got a ruby port here from Lidl, mainly because I wouldn't know what I'm buying. But if you know your port, there's quite a lot of port in this. So if you have a port that you love, then go with that because the port really does come through. Okay. You will need some maraschino liqueur. So I've got the Briatette Marasquin. It's a clear cherry liqueur. If you don't have port and you don't have maraschino, but you've got cherry brandy, you could pop cherry brandy in in place of these two. Sorry. Cannot shift the silly cough. Had flu a couple of weeks ago, really quite bad. I was in bed for 3 days, and people that know me, I don't do that. I don't go to bed in the day. Yeah, I was quite bad, and I've been left with this silly tickly cough. And then we're going to stick with the chocolate liqueur, so creme de cacao in here as well. For garnish, it gets a bit exciting because it really is like Black Forest Gateau. So you want whipped cream, lightly whipped, I'd say. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. I've lightly whipped it. We'll see how well it works. Some cherries. So I have got my favourite Luxardo cherries and some chocolate as well, which I've got there. So here goes. I'm going to serve this into a cocktail glass, which I think will be the best option for this. Oh, I'm really messy today. So I'll get some ice in our shaker. And off we go. So we're going to go for 1 shot of vodka. So 1 shot of vodka, one shot of gin. Oh, got cream in there. I don't really want cream in the cocktail itself, even though it's got cream on the top. There we go. Nearly. I probably will get a bit, not to worry. So 1 shot of our vodka. Then we are going to go for 1 shot of port. So that's quite a lot. Often cocktails with port will perhaps only have half a shot, something like that. So see how you go. It works really well though. Look. Lots of new bottles for Christmas. I don't know, have you got any booze on your wish lists? I don't know, what sort of things are you hoping for? What have you bought in for Christmas? That would be great. Actually, tell me what you've bought in for Christmas and I'll see what ingredients I can rustle up, or what recipes I can rustle up. Totally lost my train of thought now. Marisquin, I think it's because my throat's going, so I'm too conscious of that. Half a shot of your maraschino liqueur. So I've got the Briatet one here, but Luxardo do one, and there are a few around. It's a really useful cocktail ingredient to have, because you can actually use, if you haven't got sugar syrup or something, you can use this in place of that. So I find it really useful. And then we're going to go for half a shot of our creme de cacao. Oh, love the smell. It's all too good. There we are. So really rich looking. I think you'll agree that looks very much what you'd imagine Black Forest to look like. We are going to shake this bit, and I'm going to pop that into that glass. I'll probably make a mess of the garnish in a moment. There we go. Oh, it smells delicious. It does smell like Black Forest Gateau. It's great. Okay, strainer. There we are. Might be a bit odd. Strain that in. Yeah, look, that's very cherry chocolate colour, that one, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. Okay. All right. Here goes garnish. So, hopefully I can get this right. An extra spoon. So I have lightly whipped. Don't know if it is lightly whipped, to be honest. The cream. So I'm just going to, I don't know, Black Forest Gateaus, they always have masses and masses of blobs of cream. They're always the best ones, aren't they? When you see them. If you've been to Germany and you see them in the shops there, and the cake shops there, they're just amazing. So stack up with as much cream as you. I'm probably being overly generous with the cream. That's because I'm trying to do it quick rather than precise. But oh, this is pudding. Pudding. So yeah, if you haven't got your Christmas Day pudding sorted out, this could work, I'd say. Yeah, I'm probably being, that's all going to squish down, isn't it? I've probably gone a bit mad there. Anyway, then we're going to go with some more of our washed up more cream. Okay, Laura likes cream. So lots of chocolate on the top. You can make this as, well, messy as mine is, or you can take a little bit of time and perhaps make it a little bit prettier. Lots of chocolate on the top. yeah, this is definitely put. Okay, I think that was the rum bottle. And then cherries on the top. You can't. I don't know if there was cherries in the actual. Oh gosh, might not be cherries on mine either. Oh gosh, not sure if there's cherries on the original recipe actually. Can't remember, but I'm definitely putting them on. We are very much a cherry obsessed household. My mum especially, but even little Elliot loves these cherries. I have to stop him from stealing the cherries. Right, gone with 3 cherries there. It's on top. I don't know how, we probably can't see that very well. Okay, got to try it somehow and have a taste of this one. Here we go. Oh my god. I don't normally go for dessert cocktails. But hello. I would definitely go for that. That is amazing. So that was our last one. So let me get a bit of a line up for you because they do look pretty good together. Alright. That one. How well can we see? Goodness me. So I've got the ingredient. I'm set for the whole weekend now, really. Hopefully you guys are too. If you're working over Christmas, well done you. And I hope you do get some time to spend with your family as well though. I think we forget sometimes, don't we? So I'm very much a 9 to 5 office worker. But so many people don't have that time at Christmas, so I do hope you all get time to spend together. Okay, here we go. How does that look? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? So, oh, excuse me, our champagne Cosmo. So this was very much the Cosmo flavours and so easy to drink. Oh my god, really easy to drink. So that was our vodka, our Cointreau, cranberry juice, some lime juice, a little dash of sugar syrup if you want to. I haven't. And then top up with your favourite fizz. I think that would be a lovely one for if you like to have cocktails at breakfast Christmas Day. That would be a lovely one to have in place. Mimosa is popular, isn't it? But that would work really nicely. Then we had what I called our Prancer's punch. So a cross between a Mai Tai and a hurricane and punchy type thing. Our white rum, our dark rum, some Frangelico, or you could use amaretto, orange juice, pineapple juice and cranberry juice in there. That is lovely. That is so easy to drink. That's one that should get on board. Yeah. Prancer's Punch. Get that on a ship. Then we had, I used rum, so I did Gingerbread Daiquiri. You could use, excuse me, the tequila here for more of a Margarita type flavour. So that was our rum or tequila, our ginger liqueur, so the King's ginger, the cinnamon schnapps, lime juice, and I had a bit of cinnamon syrup in there. In the ingredients I did say about using brown sugar syrup, but actually the cinnamon syrup's really lovely in that, so worth a try. Then we had, oh, sorry, grabbed a bit of water. Then we had our Festive Alexander, as I called it. I used rum here, but you can really use a spirit of your choice. So you could go vodka, gin, brandy, whatever you like. So that spirit of your choice, creme de cacao, frangelico and cream. Really nice, easy one actually if you've got those ingredients in. And then we had our ultimate indulgence, excuse me, which is the Black Forest Martini. So this one was, I used vodka, but you can use gin, port, maraschino liqueur, creme de cacao, and then topped with the whipped cream, the chocolate and the cherries. Perfect. So I do hope you get to try those. If you do, please send me a picture. I love to see them when they're made and other people going along with them. I really love to see that and what you think of them. We will do another session in the new year. Haven't quite worked out dates and things like that. But let me know what you get for Christmas. See if there's any obscure things. Richard has already sent me a picture of a very strange herbal liqueur. So we'll have to have a look and see what we can do with that. But yeah, let me know what you get for Christmas. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I know lots of members are on board, so I'm hoping we'll get to see some festive cruise pictures in the group as well. But have a lovely time whatever you're doing, and on Christmas Day we will be checking in with members. So if anybody's on their own and you need a bit of a chat or anything, just pop a message in or anything like that. We're here. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy cocktails, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye.